Greetings YouTubers, this is Jace for Marshall Made Collectibles, and today we're doing another review and unboxing of the Warriors line from ACI. This is their Verus figure from the Gladiators of Rome, and it even lets you know that this is the fourth one that they've released. The first three that they've had was Flamma was the first one, I believe, followed by Spartacus, and then they had their Priscus figure, and this is Verus. Verus comes in two different versions. He comes in an A and B. The A version comes with a bronze Thracian helmet, silver arm guard, and the bronze leg guard. And then B comes with silver Thracian helmet and the gold arm guards and a silver leg armor. And the only other difference is on the helmets, the A version has like a black plume, and this one, the B version, will have a red. What we have right here today is the version B, and it's done again. All their characters have taken a note to look like different characters since the Spartacus figure, to look like members of the Spartacus characters and cast that was in the Star series. This Verus figure looks like Peter Mensah, who played Doc Torrey on the show. And this figure is now released. You can find it at places like Coswall, Collectibles, and Monkey Depot, I think Toy Anxiety, Urban Samurai, places like that. And this is the first figure that we've had that's been released that is on an African American body. Now ACI has released their muscle bodies. Are the first one that they had was like I believe the Andrew, and they released a black version on that, or an African American version of the Andrew, and their Christian bodies, and now the Bruce bodies too. And but this is the first one that's been based off of a character where we got the head sculpt. Now the box comes like the Priscus figure that we got. It's smaller in girth than what we had for Spartacus and Flamma, but it's a really nice box. It's different this time because instead of just one image with like with Rome in the background, this time you've got a strip with 3 different images, and it includes one of the A version and the B version, and then we have a picture of him in the background. Really nicely done in almost like an earth tone, or almost like a blood wash. It's really done well. On the side, we see a picture of him in the background, and then the Warriors with the Verus, the 2 swords that are crossed, the Gladiators of Rome. In the back, we see a picture of the figure without the helmet on, holding both of his swords, and some highlights on the figure. More information about ACI on the side, and again on the other side we have another picture of the figure, and that's basically it. And these are all done on the magnetic flaps. So all we got to do to open it up, and again, done really well. Taking a note from like Hot Toys and the higher end collectibles, all of ACI products are starting to come like this. You have a nice little panel in the front that says glory, 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 fear no pain, fear no darkness. And then we have a history lesson about Verus, and it says Verus, a great and famous gladiator of Rome during the reign of the emperors Vespasian and Titus in the 1st century in AD 80. The Battle of Verus in Priscus was the highlight of the opening day of the games conducted by Titus to inaugurate the Flavian Amphitheater, the Colosseum. It was clearly recorded in a poem by Martel that this was the only detailed description of the gladiatorial fight, and has survived to present day. Both Verus and Priscus were declared victors of the combat and were awarded a rudis, a wooden sword, as a symbol of freedom by Caesar. And this is all done to look like a mosaic, which is really nice. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and remove this panel. And after you take off the panel, we can see the figure. And the figure is in clamshell, which I like about ACI stuff, is there's no twist ties or none of that garbage. They're really set in there well, and you don't have to worry about them shifting when they're being shipped. You can see the helmet, you can see the figure, you can see his armor and the leg armor. We also come with another 3 pairs of hands besides the 2 that are already on the figure, and his 2 swords. So what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and unbox him, and we're going to put him together real quick. And I'll be right back, and then at the very end of this, we'll go ahead and have some high definition photos of the box, the figure itself, and the figure out and posed in different positions. So give me just a moment, and we'll be right back. Okay, here we are, and we have Verus put together, or Doctore. And I gotta honestly say, just taking him out of the packages and looking him over, just barely setting him up, because like most of ACI's Gladiator figures, they're pretty much ready out of the box. You can switch out hands, you can put on the helmet and everything like that, but they've done such a good job of making everything collector friendly that you can put these figures back in the box if you wanted to or whatever, and they'll still stay like mint and package and everything like that. But he is outstanding, and I'm going to touch on some points real quick. What's also in the box besides the figure and the helmet, the extra hands? Again, you have the warning that if you're going to remove the hands, to go ahead and use a blow dryer to soften up the vinyl, so that you can take them in and off the pegs without possibly breaking the pegs. And then I saw this, which was a surprise, and it's from the ACI, and it's a user guide on how to lace up your Roman sandals. And I was pleasantly shocked when I saw this, because I did not know the figure was going to come with any kind of sandals. And unlike some companies, and I won't mention no names, that come out and have these crappy molded sandals onto the figure, he actually has real laced up sandals, and they're already laced up for you, and they are spectacular. They look amazing. First, I want to go ahead and touch up on the figure. You have this incredible head sculpt, and by far to date, I will have to honestly say this is my favorite. It looks just like Doctore from the show. It is beautifully done. The shading is incredible. And even if you look at the body, the shading inside the muscle tone, even on his back, you see all the different shades. This has been done spectacularly. The armor is done well. It's got the look of like it's been worn. The swords are amazing, and they're metal. He's got the leather belts across his chest that drape in a cross pattern. You can even see the detail on the top of the armor there. His belt has that leather worn look with the rivets and the metal pieces and like the coins placed in there, the medallions and the face on there. Again, in the back you can see the buckle and the detail that's there. The leather pieces that make up the drape over his skirt, over like his loincloth, all of that has been weathered. It looks amazing. The leg guards and arm guards, they're both dirtied and weathered, like he's been out in the arena. The leg armor, the amount of detail that's in there, I don't even know if the camera is picking it all up, is stunning. It's just stunning. It's a plastic work of art. Then you get to what I didn't think we were going to have, and we haven't had a single Gladiator figure have these before, but these sandals are amazing. You can see the little rivets on the bottom like they would have for the grips. It's individually laced, little pieces of leather, and they're stunning. They're awesome. They're incredible. I can't think of any other way to describe it, but I'm blown away by it. I can't believe little footwear has got me that excited, but it is incredible. And so this is the base of the figure. He's just awesome, incredible. And then we get to the helmet, and it's has the where it can come up and down for the guard. Incredible detail in it. You see all the weathering on it, the red plume, and you can actually even take that off. Inside you can see the leather guard that's in there. They just really went all out on these figures, and I can only hope and pray that they've got more Gladiators planned. Now I know for a fact that they have some Roman figures planned. They have a Roman centurion that's coming out. They have a Roman legionnaire and a Roman opito, I believe I'm saying that correctly. And those are all due out the first quarter of this year, so I will keep my eyes out for those, and if they come my way, I'll make sure that I got some reviews of those as well. Now please stay tuned after this wrap up on this video, and I will have some HD photos that just will not do this figure justice. Again, on a scale of like 1 to 10, and I know a lot of people think I work for ACI. I don't. I'm just a collector and a customizer, and I run my own small business. But I'm telling you right now, you just can't beat their products for the detail, the design, and execution. They are the only ones out there right now that can show a prototype and put that kind of quality in the collector's hands when they come out. And again, they knocked it out of the park on this one. So again, I hope this again is a line that continues. Many thanks to Brian Lowe at ACI. You guys just keep putting out some amazing pieces, and thank you. And you guys got a fan for life. Anyway, hang on and watch some of these photos I'll have set up here at the end. And thanks again for watching, and take care.